Let's get ready for the first day of Coachella. So I'm going to start with my CC cream. I've already got the Roche Posay Anthelios SPF 50 all over, and then I have the ultraviolet SPF spray, which is completely clear, to top up through the day. So I really like that one because no matter how much makeup you've got on, you can press it over and it won't cover anything. But to be honest, I only got here yesterday and it's really sunny, so I don't know, I might have sweat all of this off by the time I go out. We'll have to see. So I'm gonna just do like a nice layer of this all over and keep everything relatively fresh, so that if it does sweat off or it needs a little top up, it won't be too difficult to do. And then I'll probably go with like a nice glitter on my eyes, so again, if that kind of wears off through the day, then it won't take me long to kind of smudge it back into place. Now I was really lucky, my friend Liv had been here last week, and so I was asking her kind of the lay of the land, and she said it's really warm during the day, so she said try and go as late as you can, obviously factoring in people that you want to go and see, but try not to get there super early if you don't need to. And that suited me and Naaman because we've had a little look and there's loads of little things nearby that we want to go and have a look at. So today I think we're going to go to this area where there's loads of beautiful houses and it's meant to be really scenic. I saw my friend Rosie actually went there the other week. You know Rosie that does my nails, Nails Babble on Instagram. So we're going to go and have a look at those and then head in a little bit later on. Oh, this is the It Cosmetics Sunblush, by the way. I love this because the brush just fits perfectly into it and it just gives a really lovely wash of colour. I do take it at the temples a bit, but it's a really lovely creamy blusher and I just think it works beautifully with the CC cream. Now I'm going to use a little bit of my Morphe brow gel. I love this because I feel like it gives your whole makeup a bit more of a natural look. I've clipped the phone to the window, but it keeps falling down on me, so if I do go anywhere, that's why. But yeah, see how this is nice and natural looking? It just gives you like a lovely, fresh, fluffy look to your makeup. I am going to set with a bit of powder, but I'm conscious that like it's going to be melting, isn't it? So I'll just have to see how the day goes. I feel like it might actually be more interesting if I show you how I have kept everything looking sweat free. Like say there, that is a combination of the CC cream being dewy plus how hot I am plus the SPF. I'm going to use a little bit of my It powder to just take the edge off where it's particularly shiny, and hope for the best that that lasts well. I think I'll go for a really simple lip. This is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and I'll be sticking to this and a bit of lip balm, I think. Again, really easy to maintain. If it smudges off a bit, it's not super noticeable. And then a little lippy over it, my Kosas Malibu. I actually had on the flight over my Kosas SPF, which was lovely. And I will pack and show you, I really was happy with everything I packed for the flight over. I plan to do all of these, what I've packed, what I've chosen, but I had a bit of a nightmare with my flights coming over. To cut a long story short, it was all okay. Sorry, I feel like because it's so bright, I keep going in and out of focus, don't I? Anyway, I will show you what I took on the plane. I could show you that on the way home, maybe. Right, I forget the exact names. I'll find it and put it in the caption. I'm going to use one of my Half Magic shadows. I feel like maybe I just want to go for the blue today. It's a bit of a generally blue look I've gone for, isn't it? I'm going to just do a little wash of this all over. And these are really lovely, either on their own or layered over like a darker eyeshadow. But just something really soft. I might use my finger actually to build the intensity of this. What I'm planning to do while I'm there is, obviously I've packed my mini mics, my favourite, and just generally ask people like their favourite gig they've ever been to, their favourite album, just some nice little musical questions So I do want a little bit of makeup on for going over and making a nice little colourful first impression. And then I bought this a few weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to play with it. It's the Space Case Professional Airtight Artist Palette, and this is the palette that Rebecca Hickey, the makeup artist from the White Lotus, used on Amy Lou Wood for the boat party. And then like some of these glitters have been used on Euphoria. I've wanted it for ages, but I just kind of bit the bullet when I saw it in that episode because I thought it was so lovely. So it's completely airtight. I'm going to take the lid off. Oh, hang on, it keeps going out of focus because it's so bright. There we go. How lovely are they? These top ones are more like clear and then they have an iridescence to them. I might just put a little bit of one of these over the top. So I've scooped a bit out. I'll put it on the back of my hand. I wish you could see this in person. It's a lot more like teal and blue, but I'm just going to layer some of this over the shadow, which I'm hoping come this evening you will really see it will pick up in the lights. And again, the nice thing is we're going to like a boiling hot desert where everything is just going to be really sweaty, and like I don't need any of this to be too precise because it's going to go everywhere anyway. But I just feel like that's because these glitters are quite chunky. I have a lot of really sheer shimmery glitters which I also love, but I kind of feel like day one, obviously it's Gaga today, Missy Elliott, I just want like a really glittery finish, and I'm going to seal that back up straight away so that they stay nice and dry. I mean, they don't stay dry actually, they don't dry out, so I've done it. Never mind, they stay dry. Okay, right, an absolute must for the desert, or in general if you find that your mascara prints or you're prone to runny eyes, I've packed a tubing mascara. Now I haven't used this particular one before, but I got it just before I came away. It's the Merit tubing mascara, and again this is the one that Rebecca used on the White Lotus, so I'm really looking forward to trying. Now what I would say with tubing mascaras, they work differently to regular mascara. So rather than staining your lashes with ink, which then can run and smudge, tubing mascara wraps your lashes in rubbery polymers, so it kind of crumbles off rather than spilling off. So that's why you don't get any smudging, but in general you don't get as much volume with a tubing mascara as you would have done with a regular mascara, but I feel like it's worth it. And do you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to keep the bottom lashes clean, because if I am like my eyes are running or there's any spilling or anything, I feel like it'll just be so much easier to manage with clear lower lashes. Now to lock everything in place, I never used to be that bothered by setting sprays. I would say maybe about a year ago I just became an absolute convert to them. I always use the Urban Decay All Nighter, but this is a new version of it, a watermelon version, which has hyaluronic acid as a key ingredient, so it's going to be really lovely, I would say, to keep all of this feeling fresh, despite the fact that I've got all the layers on and I'm going to have the powder to be combating shine and all of that. So a few little sprays of this, and it smells lovely. And then let me just show you those glitters up close. How lovely are they? And then I'll put my jewellery on and all ready for day one.